I'm putting together a little video today to highlight how the drawer boxes for undermount drawer slides are sort of a universal application. Not in every case, but in many cases. This box that I built, for example, I made it for the KV, what they call the Smart Slide, but I'm using it in this cabinet, and in here I have Pride Industries slide, and so I put the drawer box on that runner, and sure enough, it works real good. There's a reason why it does, is because the box is designed in such a way so that it's compatible. So let's take a look at some of the things that make this drawer box that I have here compatible with so many runners. Well, let's get started with some ground rules in this discussion about the compatibility of various drawers. One of the ground rules we have here is the drawer side material, this right here. It can be from 1/2 of an inch thick all the way up to 5/8. So if your drawer side material is thicker than 5/8 of an inch, let's say you're building out a 3/4 inch material, then this universal drawer box ain't going to work for you. We are limiting this universal drawer box to all the undermount slides that are compatible with material 1/2 of an inch thick up to 5/8 of an inch thick. So let's look at some specifications that apply to all of the drawer slides that we're going to be talking about in this video. Here's the list. We're going to talk about the Headache Quadro. It's compatible with this drawer box. The Quadro 4D is compatible with this drawer box, but you have to add a tilt adjuster back here. It doesn't require any different manufacturing other than to add the tilt adjuster. So the Quadro 4D is compatible with this universal drawer box. The KV Move Plus, the KV Smart Slide, Sandwich Slide. There's the G Slide by KV. That's compatible with this. The Tandem Runner, the 563H series, and the 563 Point series is all compatible with the specifications in this box. The Tandem Edge works with these specifications, and Movento will go up to a 30-inch box, so you have some additional links possibilities if you're using Movento. All of those slides will work with the specifications on this box, interchangeable. If you're building with 5/8 inch drawer side material or 1/2 inch drawer side material, something between 1/2 inch and 5/8, then the recipe that we're providing here is probably going to work for you, and the drawer box you have is probably compatible with this whole list of drawer slides that I mentioned, and maybe some others. Let's talk about the length of the box. That is the distance from the subfront here, right behind. This is the drawer front, and here's the subfront. So the distance or the length of the box from here all the way back to here. In the Undermount series of slides, there's 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and so on, all the way up to 30 in Movento. Whatever you buy, if you buy, let's say you buy a 15-inch, then your drawer box is going to be 15 inches from here all the way to there, or 381 millimeters. If you buy 18-inch drawer box, then you'll build your box 18 inches long from here to here, or 457 millimeters. And the 21-inch is 533 millimeters, and so on. So that's how long the box is built. That's length, all the way through the series. Whatever the length you have, that's how long the box is to be built. And now, what about how wide do you build the box? Now that's a question that comes up quite often. How wide is the box from here to here? The manufacturer says, well, you take your opening width here to here, and you subtract 42 millimeters from whatever this opening is, and that's what the inside of the box is. Well, we're going to do it a little different today. we're going to tell you how to calculate the outside of the box. So if this opening here, let's say this opening is 381 millimeters or 15 inches, and you're using 5/8 inch drawer side material. Well, if you are, then you would deduct 3/8 of an inch from your opening width, and that's how wide you build the box. Or you deduct 10 millimeters from your opening width, and that's how wide you build the box. Well, let's say you're using 1/2 inch drawer side material. Then you deduct 16 millimeters from your opening width, or deduct 5/8 of an inch, and that's how wide you build your box. So the boxes would be built according to those specifications. You do want to check the material you're using to see is it 5/8 or 1/2 or something in between, to make some adjustments for that. So that's drawer box width. You calculate based on the opening of your cabinet, and then you make a deduction of either 3/8 or 5/8, depending on the material you're using. Drawer box width. So let's talk about the height of the drawer side, or your drawer box. How high can you build it? What's the maximum height you can build this drawer box? Well, let's take a look at this cabinet opening right here. How tall is this opening? We have 6.5 inches. So if your opening is 6.5 inches, then you want to subtract 1 inch from that. So you do not want this drawer side to be higher than 5.5 inches. Then it's going to fit in there and work fine with your drawer runner. If your drawer is only 4 inches high here, then you're at 3 for this side panel. That allows plenty of room for the drawer to go in and out freely. That's the height. Now we're talking about recess. That's how much space do you need under the box here to accommodate these front locking devices. That recess needs to be 1/2 of an inch or 13 millimeters. That much space under the box. That's the bottom recess. Well, now we're going to talk about the back of the box, and this is where all the variables are on this universal drawer box in the construction of the back of the box. When you look at the back of the box, they're all similar, and in most cases, in the back of the box, there's two holes that you'll drill here. This one on over here and this one, those are normally a 6 millimeter hole. However, Salici uses a 7 millimeter hole. And the problem that'll create is that the hook on the back of the Salici slide might get stuck in this 6 millimeter hole. So if you're going to use a Salici slide, you'll have to fix that 6 millimeter hole and make it a 7. Also, there is various requirements for a notch to receive the drawer slide. Let me show you how that works. Your slide fits under here, and then they allow a notch, and then they extend the back of the drawer box down and put another notch over here. Well, my personal recommendation is that you do not have a notch here, but instead cut this whole back off without a notch. And here's why. As I said, some of them will have a 33 millimeter notch. Others will have a 35 or a 37. If you're using the Movento, which is one of my favorite ones, then you're going to have a need for a 2-inch notch here. And if you use any of them with a push-to-open device, then you're going to need 5 inches. So in order to make the back of your box universal, I just say, do just like you see on this box. Don't extend the back. Just let it run all the way through. So that's some of the things here. The location of this hole is sort of a standard in all of the drawer boxes, but not much to think about when it comes to the back of the box. The notch and the hole. Those are important considerations. So these are my recommendations for making a pretty much universal drawer box and the specifications. And if you do that, If you build with these universal specifications, then let's just say that your supplier runs out of the brand that you like. You can switch from one brand to the other, and it's still going to work on this box. So there's my 2 cents worth. If you like it, do the thumbs up thing, share it with your friends, and subscribe.